I've got some things to say about this book. First of all, something I've started doing is when I open a new book, I go to the page where it lists the author's other works. Usually it's about 2 or 3 pages in from the front. And so often I discover that what's the book that's in my hand is preceded by several others. And, books of poetry or essays. And I don't know, in a strange way, while I'm working on a first book, I find it comforting to know that there's beauty in progress. It's affirming. And I say that to you, having just come from reading a book that is a first book that I think could really, well, I've read a couple in the last few months that are first books. And, I've been fortunate to see arcs for them, and I think that they could be big right out of the gate. So at any rate, this writing, I just loved it. And the thing that I admired in this book is the sense of foreboding that happened early and really carried throughout. There was just a kind of sense of tension that was building that made me want to return to this again and again, and it's tension on a very human scale. And that's what made this so compelling. I want to read you just one of the passages that I wrote in my journal, because I do that when I'm reading and I find a passage that I particularly love. I mark it with my beloved post-it tabs. I truly am a junkie. And then when I finish the book, I sit down with my journal and I handwrite the passages I love. I don't know, there's something in that act that I find very nourishing from a learning perspective. So at any rate, on page 163, this is what Vesna Goldsworthy has to say. Outside, the dark fields stretched wetly like kelp towards an invisible sea, with a weak lunar sheen intermittently reflecting winter water lying on the grass. It's a good read. I can't recommend it more than that.